guys, welcome back. It's on Sunday. It's around 1:45. I'm making lunch for my son and my niece. I didn't go to church today. I woke up very late, feeling very lazy, of which I'm still lazy. So some of you guys were asking me on my Instagram how it's like to be a single mom. Well, let me start by saying no one wants to be a single mom. At least I didn't want that for myself, but I got myself in this mess, so I need to pick myself up and move on. It's not easy being a single mom. It's very hard, very tough, because when you're raising a kid, it's a lot to deal with. So you need someone there to help you out. But I thank God for the grace and mercies. The grace and mercies. Yes, He has been faithful. His grace has been sufficient. I wouldn't make it this far if it wasn't for God. You guys were asking me how my heartbreak was. It was tough. Very tough and very hard. I had to go through a psychiatrist. Yes, I was under depression, and it wasn't good for my baby. It was affecting my baby. So I was going to a shrimp. That's what you guys call it. But though I wasn't crazy though, I was just depressed, and it wasn't good because my hormones were high, my emotional hormones were high. So I needed someone to talk to, someone who wasn't going to judge me, someone who doesn't know my story, someone who doesn't know my relationship. Yeah, so I went to a psychiatrist. I'm glad the hospital that I used to go, they offered that for free because I couldn't afford it. So they gave me free counseling, which was good. I really appreciated their services. My heartbreak, yes, I was dumped. I was 6 months pregnant. Yeah, 6 months pregnant. And I remember that morning, it was on 1st of August 2017. I woke up and I found a lot of messages on my phone. I had that phone, the Kaduda one. So when you text via Android, you can get like 2 messages, but when they're coming to me, I get like 10 messages because the Kaduda memory, it's so small. So I got like 12 messages from him, telling me how the relationship has been. It has been good, but we have to part ways now. He's sorry that we have to part ways. It's hard for him to do this, but he has been unfaithful, blah 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 blah. Yeah, I can't tell you all that he said, but in the end he just said that I needed someone better, someone to take care of me, of which he's right. And I was like, really? Now you're choosing for me? I mean, after 3.5 years, it's when you know that I need someone better, someone to take care of me. It was hard. It was very hard, very devastating. I went to the toilet. I locked myself in, and I stayed there for like 4 hours. So my sister was knocking on the door. Hi Esther, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I just have a stomachache. But I was in there crying. I cried and cried and cried and cried. I couldn't believe, I mean, he was just going to walk away after me in 4 years. I'm pregnant for you. It's not that I got pregnant to trap you. I used P2 and it failed. So my son is a result of P2 failure. I don't say they failed, but mine failed. I don't know why. I also had other plans. I had my passport. I was looking for my visa. I wanted to travel to Dubai, go and chase my dreams. Then life gave me a son. So did I look for him? Yes, I did. and not for emotional help. I needed financial help. I had quitted my job. It was so hectic. I didn't know I was pregnant, by the way, because I realized I was pregnant in April and it was in February. I quit my job around March. I used to get tired. I didn't have psych anymore. I didn't know I was pregnant. So I quit my job. And I was like, yeah, I'll get another one. I have enough savings. So that's my story. The father of my son left. I tried reaching out for help, even for clinic help. I mean, 200 shillings, yes, I didn't have that at that time, but I really needed his help. But he didn't come through for me, so what advice I'll give to the single mothers out there? I know it's not easy, but one step to moving forward is forgiveness. You have to forgive him. Just let it go. Stop cursing. And by the way, I've never cursed the father of my son. I've never done that. I wish him well. And at times I wish that he gets like 10 children, you know. So that when I pray for him to get many children, when he buys those diapers, when he pays that school fees, he'll know what it's like. I mean, what I felt going through all that on my own. So I never wish him evil, and wishing him 10 kids is not evil, it's a blessing. Kids come from the Lord. So we have never talked again, and I don't intend on doing that. It's not that because I'm still bitter with him, it's because he doesn't want to be in his son's life, and I won't force him for that. I won't beg him to be in his life. I mean, I know my son needs someone who is going to teach him how to be a man, but if this someone doesn't want, I can't force him to stay. I can't force him to look after him. So yeah, I forgave him. I know I forgave him. That was him then. Maybe he didn't know what to do. Anyway, I don't know what ran through his mind. I don't know. So basically, just let go. Pray a lot. I prayed. I remember God used to wake me up at 3 a.m. and I used to pray like no one's business. I used to pray very vigorously, and yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy for the outcome. I can't say it's easy being a single man. Yeah, there's still hardships because you have his school fees to think about, you have his university to think about. He's only one, but you have to think ahead. You have his clothes to think about, his birthdays, he's sick, you need money for this and that. But I believe God is still making a way. Yeah, he made a way, so he's going to still make a way. It's been 11 months, no, 13 months, and I don't need his help, so yeah, God has been faithful. Some of you guys were asking me how I'll react when he comes back. Well, I don't expect he'll ever come back. Trust me, I know him. He'll never come back. So he'll never come back. But for my reaction, I wouldn't give him a chance in my son's life. I'm not being selfish because he left. I'm just being honest. I can't accept him to be with my son, because I mean, what is he going to teach him? To run away from his responsibilities, to ditch ladies when they get pregnant? That's not the kind of man that I'd want near my son. But maybe he's changed. If he has changed, that is, and well, if I pray about it and God confirms that he has changed, maybe I will allow him to touch my son. But otherwise, nah. How long did it take for me to heal? Till my son was born. Did he come to see my son? Yes. He came only once, and now my son is 1 year and 1 month. Yes, and we have never talked again. Yes, but I thank God because I healed. I allowed myself to get broken. I I took my brokenness before God, and He has mended my heart. He has transformed me, and it's because of the forgiveness that I had in me that has begun opening all these doors. I just sit in the house and someone is like, "Hey Esther, where are you?" I'm at home. "Do you mind coming for this job?" And I'm like, yeah, it's good pay, I'll come. I'll just leave my son with my sister or at a daycare and get an extra hustle. We have had lunch. It's around 4:30. So we finished our lunch, watched a movie, then we slept. I've just woken up. I've given them their 4 p.m. break. Now I'm washing the utensils. One of you guys was asking me on Instagram if I regret ever having my son with him. No, I don't regret having my son with him, because he's someone that I was with for 3.5 years. It's someone that I loved, someone that I cherished, someone that I treasured. Yeah, basically someone that I loved. So for me, my son was a product of love. I don't know about him, but for me it was because of love. Yes, and I don't regret having him with him. If you are new here, my name is Wangugitao. I do vlogs of a Kenyan single mom, a day in the life of a Kenyan single mom. And I'm not idle. We just have a break. Okay, I work as a teacher. I won't disclose the school here. I work as a teacher. So I have had my off since November 16th till now. I'll resume work in January, so you won't be seeing more of my vlogs because I'll be busy. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, please do at Wangugitao, Wangu_Gitao. Yes. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. Until next time, bye-bye.